Hello. I know what you're thinking, not another DVD about how to give up smoking. Hopefully this one will be a bit different. Hello. I know what you're thinking, more DVDs about giving up smoking. Well, hopefully this one will be different. Do you know, it's really hard for me just not to piss about. It's really like, I'm really holding it together here, but, you know. Hello. I know what you're thinking. Another DVD is going to tell me why I should give up smoking. Well, this one hopefully will be a little bit different. Let's start off by finding out why people start smoking in the first place. Hello, I know what you're thinking. Another DVD to tell me to stop smoking. Well, hopefully we're not going to do that. You're going to come to that yourselves. Hello, I know what you're thinking. Not another DVD urging me to give up smoking. Hello, I know what you're thinking. Not another DVD telling me I've got to stop smoking. Hopefully this one won't tell you that, but you'll come to that yourselves. Let's start off by finding out why people start smoking in the first place. So, lots of different reasons why people start smoking, but why do so many people with mental health problems smoke? Hello, I know what you're thinking. Not another DVD telling me I've got to stop smoking. Well, this DVD won't tell you that, but hopefully it'll give you some ideas and help you should you decide not to smoke. Hello, here we go again. Another DVD telling you not to smoke. We're not going to tell you that at all. What we're going to do is show you different ways of giving up smoking, and hopefully you'll make up your own minds. Hello, I know what you're thinking. Another DVD telling me I've got to stop smoking. We're not going to tell you you've got to stop smoking, but we're hoping that you'll watch this, maybe get some ideas to help you if you decide you don't want to smoke anymore. Before we can get you to stop smoking, why don't we find out why people start smoking? Hello, I know what you're thinking. Another DVD telling you to stop smoking. We're not going to tell you to stop smoking. You can decide that for yourselves. Let's find out why people start smoking in the first place. So people start smoking for different reasons. Quite a few. So people start smoking for lots of different reasons. To be cool, to impress people, an act of defiance, just to be sociable. But why do so many people with mental health problems start smoking? So we know that people start smoking for different reasons, but why is smoking so prevalent amongst people with mental health problems? Why do all you nutters smoke? So there's lots of different reasons why people start smoking, lots of different reasons why people carry on smoking. But why do so many people with mental health problems smoke? So there's lots of different reasons why people started smoking in the first place, and lots of reasons why they carry on smoking. But why do so many people with mental health problems smoke? Okay, do you want to stop for a second? So it seems then that smoking can be seen. So some people think that smoking is very much part of mental health culture. Well, if that's the case, why are you going to quit? So as well as the reasons that everybody else gives for smoking, people with mental health problems tend to have been encouraged to smoke in some situations. I didn't know that. But how are we going to get you to quit? It seems then that smoking is very much part of mental health culture. How are we going to get you to quit? Well, smoking is bad for people, but isn't it good for people with mental health problems to smoke? I mean, if you feel anxious, having a cigarette, doesn't that end your anxiety? Okay, so quitting smoking can be good for your mental health. Okay, so quitting smoking can be good for people with mental health problems. From what we've heard, it actually is beneficial to everybody. So, if I've got this right, quitting smoking can be good for people with mental health problems because it's good for your mental health and your physical health. But how would you go about quitting? I mean, how do you actually stop? So there seems to be loads of different ways to stop. There seems to be support groups. NHS provides help. There's literature. There's DVDs. There's chewing gums. There's tablets. There's dipping the end of your cigarette in your poo. So it seems then there's lots of different ways to quit. Smoking classes, there's literature, there's support groups out there, there's tablets you can take, there's patches, there's a whole range of things. But how would you go about finding out where to get these things from? So, I think basically what we're trying to say is that just because you've got a mental health problem, it doesn't mean that you can't give up smoking. In fact, giving up smoking will benefit your mental health. Why not give it a try? Right, stop a second. Think about how to start, really. Hello. I know what you're thinking. Not another DVD that's going to tell me to stop smoking. This isn't one of those kind of DVDs at all. What we're going to try and do is give you some advice, some information, and you choose. I mean, for you to stop smoking, let's look at the reasons why people start smoking in the first place. Hello, I know what you're thinking. Not another DVD that's going to make me give up smoking. This won't make you give up smoking. Only you can choose whether to give up smoking or not. What we're going to try and do is give you some advice and some information, and you can decide what you want to do with it. Before we work out how to stop smoking, let's look at how people started smoking. Stop, please. Hello. Everywhere you go, you see groups of smokers huddled in doorways, sharing their little drug. I've often wondered how people get started. Do you want something longer than that or something of that? Yeah? Hello. Everywhere you go, you see smokers huddled in little groups outside, don't you? Having a little drag on their drug. You wonder what is so great about a cigarette that it can make people stand outdoors in all weathers, put themselves out financially, and put their health at risk. I mean, how'd you get started? You want something like that?
Yeah. I wouldn't get into financially and health risk because we're going to be
Yeah,
talking
okay.
about that, aren't we? So yeah, just what is this? You see it all around you.
Yeah.
You're trying to understand.
Hello. Everywhere you go, you see smokers outdoors, sharing a drag on their little cigarette, inhaling deeply, loving it. Oh, it's really good. But what is it so good about it? What is it that makes people keep smoking? What is it that makes people start smoking in the first place? Hello. Everywhere you go, you see smokers huddled in doorways in all weathers, through rain, through snow, through wind, smoking, dragging on that drug, inhaling nice and deeply. What is it they get out of it? How do you start smoking in the first place? Hello. Everywhere you go, you see smokers enjoying a fag, inhaling deeply, getting that apparent big hit, whatever that is. What is it that makes people smoke in the first place? Okay, so people smoke for different reasons. Okay, so we've heard that people start smoking for different reasons, to be cool, or for peer pressure, or to react and rebel against family and friends. Loads of different reasons. But what I don't understand is why do so many people with mental health problems start smoking? Okay, so we can see why people start smoking, why they continue smoking, and why so many people with mental health problems smoke. Well, why quit? Okay, so we can see why people start smoking, we can see why they continue smoking, and I kind of understand why so many people with mental health problems will smoke. But why would you want to quit then? Okay, I can see why people start smoking, why they continue smoking. I can understand why so many people with mental health problems smoke. But what's going to make you quit? Okay, so I can see why people start smoking. I can understand why they continue smoking. I can see why people start smoking. I can see why people continue smoking. I understand why so many people with mental health problems smoke. But why would you quit? I mean, what's the downside to smoking? So I can see the benefits of quitting smoking. You'll be financially better off, your health improves, physical appearance. So I can see the benefits of quitting. I can see the benefits of giving up smoking. You're financially better off, your health is better, your appearance is better. But if you've got a mental health problem, surely it's much more difficult to give up smoking. I mean, mental health and smoking go hand in hand. Smoking's good for mental health, isn't it? So people are saying then that quitting smoking is actually good for your mental health. But how would you go about quitting? What do you do? So people are saying then that giving up cigarettes is good for your mental health. But can you just give them up? Or what do you actually do to stop smoking?
So I'd add that question about help and support on at the end.
Okay. So people are saying then that quitting smoking is good for your mental health. But how do you go about quitting? Where do you go for help? What services are available? How do you find out? What do you do when you want to stop smoking? So it seems then that we understand why people smoke and why they continue smoking and why so many people with mental health problems smoke. But we've also seen how you can quit and where you can go to get help to quit. I mean, if you stop smoking, you're going to be financially better off, your health will improve, you'll have better sex, and you'll be able to reverse park your car. So it seems then that you can quit smoking if you have a mental health problem. It's a smoking problem and not a mental health problem. So we all know why people start smoking, we know why they continue smoking. We understand that for people with mental health problems, they can see smoking as a support. But there was a day when you didn't smoke, and then there's a day when you started smoking. Maybe tomorrow could be the day when you give up. So we understand then why people started smoking, why they continue smoking. Also understand that people with mental health problems can see smoking as a supportive thing. But there was a day when you didn't smoke, and then you started smoking. And it's that easy to make tomorrow the day that you give up. So we understand then why people start smoking, why they continue to smoke, and why people with mental health problems might see smoking as something that gives them comfort. But we also see that you can quit. There was a time when you were a non-smoker, and then there was a time when you became a smoker. Maybe it's time for you to become a non-smoker again. It will benefit your physical health, and it will benefit your mental health. It won't be easy, but sometimes things... I lost it then. So we understand why people started smoking, we understand why people continue smoking, and we can see that sometimes people with mental health problems may see smoking as a supportive thing. But there was a time when you didn't smoke, and then there's a time when you started smoking, and it's easy, and fucking bollocks shit. So we can see then why people started smoking, why they continue to smoke. I can see why people with mental health problems may find smoking quite supportive. But if you're going to give up, it's not going to be easy, but it's worth it for your physical health and for your mental health. There was a time when you didn't smoke, and then you became a smoker. Maybe it's time to become a non-smoker again. So we can see then why people start smoking, why they continue smoking. I can even see why people with mental health problems may see smoking as a supportive thing to do. It's not going to be easy to give up smoking, but with effort and with time, you can become a non-smoker again. I can see why people started smoking. I can see why people continue to smoke. I can even see why people with mental health problems may find smoking a supportive thing to do. But there was a time when you were a non-smoker and then you became a smoker again. Maybe it's time for you to become a non-smoker again whilst you're a smoker, so that your non-smoking replaces your smoking. without the smoke.
I see what you mean.